I am so grateful for Femme. Can you make some noise for all the performers? They're so kind for having me and matching the badge to my outfit. Come on. Can you see that? Pretty nice. Can you make some noise if you have a drunkle in your family? That's nice. I don't personally have a drunkle, but my cousins do. It's my dad. Love him. I told that joke at a show he was in attendance of, but he didn't hear it because he was getting a drink at the bar. It's true. I love him. For Christmas last year, I got my dad tickets to see the band AC/DC. Any fans in here? Right. You know, that's how they go. And I was excited to gift them because it's his favorite band, and it is the reason I have hearing damage in my left ear. So I got him 2 tickets, and I'm like, feel free to bring whoever you want, you know, right? He said, yeah, of course, Natalie. My high school friend Bob would love to come to this show with me. Which hurt. It hurt my wallet as well. The tickets were very expensive, okay? The extra fees alone were $180. Yeah, with that money I could have bought my mom a Christmas gift as well. Oh my gosh, I traveled in from Chicago. Okay, awesome. Did you clap because you're from Chicago? Love Chicago? Just love it. Okay, well I love you, bro. Okay, sweet. I flew in and I like going to the airport sometimes. Hot take, okay, because I have a screw in my mouth. So I'm like excited to go through airport security. I feel like I might set the alarms off, right? Apparently it's not enough metal though. So pretty awkward when I tried to sneak my gun through. That joke does murder in Chicago, so. Airports are a little dirty sometimes though, and I luckily, knock on wood, been healthy for a while, but I do appreciate that window of immunity that you have after you're sick. You got a week, you can just go ham, you know, like, Saturday night, can I have some fun? And then Sunday, you wake up with chlamydia. What the fuck? Every time. My grandma was kind of a hoe. God bless her soul. She's kind of a hoe. She would get kicked out of malls for touching young men on the tushy. Okay? God forbid a girl has a little fun. But every time, free her, I know, right? From the afterlife, okay. But every time, do you have symbols for your loved ones that have passed? Then is this relatable? You're nodding your head. What's the who and what is the symbol?
Oh, I have a frog tattoo for my grandma.
Okay, right on. Oh my God, we'll get into frogs later. Don't you worry. But my grandma, I see her in every blue dragonfly because she loved blue dragonflies. Every time I see a blue dragonfly, it is often attached to another blue dragonfly. It warms my heart to know she's still got it. She's getting way more blue dragonfly dick than I'll ever get. And that is okay with me. Truly. So back to the frogs, right? I like being in this nice weather, very different compared to Chicago, but it reminds me of when I picked up a frog last year, you know, back when it was nice. I picked up a frog because you see a frog, you gotta pick it up. Am I right? Okay? I pick up the frog pees on me. Okay? And that's his choice, their choice, her choice. I'm sorry. That's that frog's choice. Frog pees on me, I tell everybody I know, okay, right? I'm like, best day ever, frog peed on me. And I got a couple responses back from one of my friends, he said, it's a sign of good luck when a frog pees on you. I'll take it. I could use all that. The boy I was seeing at the time, right, he said that it's a sign of affection when a frog pees on you. I don't think I'm going to do what he wants me to do. And then my mom responded, she said that it boosts fertility when a frog pees on you. Not what I wanted to hear. I don't want to have frog babies. Are you kidding me? No, No, I was hoping that was not in the cards for me, actually. And then the frog turned into a man and I had to run away because I was alone in the woods. So there's that. Don't have frog babies. And, we'll see about babies in general, but I've been practicing a little bit. I've been holding babies when I can, And it was when they let me. I was holding a baby recently, and it was going pretty well, so I started tickling him. You gotta. I started tickling this baby, and then he started crying. Why are all men like this? You tickle him. Oh, gosh. I think I'd be a bad mom. I've been told that boobs are supposed to fill up with milk. My kids are gonna be starving. They're gonna be so hungry. They get 2 shot glasses every month. What I can provide for my family based on volume size. I'd get a boob job, but I don't want to give them macroplastics. So there's that. When my younger cousin was really little, she didn't know what boobs were. So she was asking my older cousin, who has something to show for it, right? She was like, what are those? Pity and query, naturally. To mess with my little cousin, we told her that they're pockets. Once you make money, you'll have bigger pockets. How it works. My little cousin got rich quick. Tell you won the lotto on that one. And then, that's so selfish, gambled it all away. Something called gender reaffirming surgery. All men are not the same. My cousin gave me permission to misgender him for that joke. I want everybody to know that fact. That fun fact. I don't know if I'll have a kid, but if I do have a kid, they're not going to be like an iPad kid. I mean a screen kid. They're going to be a Chinese figure trap kid. You know what I'm talking about? There's contraption here. I was talking to my Chinese friend the other day, and I said, what's the deal with Chinese food traps? Right? She's like, what? Like, those cardboard things you get your fingers stuck in, they're supposed to practice patience. She's like, oh, finger traps? That's right, everything's Chinese to her. Fair. But it makes you think, like I would never want to be stuck in a fire with this woman. You ever heard of a Chinese fire drill? She's just gonna move 5 feet to the left and go right back into the fire. I don't trust her. That's what I'm trying to say. I DJ for a radio station back in Chicago. Do we listen to radio here? Some radio fans over here. Rock on. Love it. I DJ for a local radio station, and there's some rules. There are 7 bad words that you cannot say on air. This goes for radio and television. 2 of those words are fuck and motherfucker. So every morning I start my broadcast off with where my daddy fuckers at. And then this one old guy keeps calling in and I have to be like, no, that's not what I meant. I was driving with my friend recently, listened to the radio, because I'm a fan of myself, right? And obviously, so we're listening to the radio, and then she picks up the phone, and she's on the phone with her boyfriend. She turns down the radio. I'm like, oh, the audacity, right? We were supposed to have a fun little goofy time. She's on the phone with her boyfriend. She starts getting quiet. I'm like, man, if you're gonna have phone sex, can you at least put it on speaker? She didn't hear me, so I plugged it into the aux. Gotta look out for yourself, right? I only have steamy dreams about myself. I don't know what's going on, guys. I went to bed last night fully clothed, and I woke up with my shirt off. I don't know what happened. It was like, kind of pissed me off, because last night I was like, Natalie, I'm not in the mood. Anybody else a pervert? Not in the mood. I am dating a man. It's pretty cool. Yeah, he is Frog Pea Man. It really sealed the deal for me. Really sealed the deal. We're having a good time. My boyfriend is black. It's not relevant to the joke, but I did want to brag. It's fine. He's an athlete, obviously, you know. And so I wanted to like spice things up. I wanted to spice things up in bed, and you've been together for so long. You gotta get creative. Been together 2 months. I gotta get the cogs turning, or whatever they say. So we're gonna spice things up, and athletes often call each other by their respective last names. I learned this from heated rivalry. Anybody a fan? Heated rivalry, right? And in bed, they call each other by their last names. So I wanted to try that. Try calling him by his last name in bed. My boyfriend's last name is Cousin. He came immediately. Which is interesting because incest is usually a white person thing. My culture's not your costume. But it does make sense because he always calls me twin. And I know that before we started dating, he was getting with black women, so he was getting with sisters. Come on. Yeah, we're having fun, goofy time. I don't know if marriage is in the cards, but hey, if it works out, right? And I just don't understand some of the traditional wedding things that people do. Right? We got married couples in here. Make some noise. Okay, nice. You're married?
Yes.
So how long have you been married?
16 years.
16 years. You did look at your wife really quickly.
Confirmed it.
Okay, nice. You talked about it earlier today. Okay, nice. Well, congratulations. 16 years is very impressive. Make some noise for the celebrity couple. Did you participate in the garter, having lace on your thigh? You did not. How'd you check? I don't know. So long ago, 16 years. I just don't get the concept of like going down on her in front of your entire family. It would make me pretty uncomfortable. And when I get uncomfortable, I pee. So if things work out with Frog Pea Man, it's gonna be real nice. Speaking of cousins. I was hanging out with my cousins recently, and I am Italian, they are not, but the Italian slur came up. Yeah, there's one of those. And my cousin was just like, oh yeah, Goomba. Yeah, that's not it. And I don't like how confident he was when he said it. I think that's concerning. Anne Frank? If you don't know her, Anne Frank lived during the German occupation of the Netherlands with her Jewish family in an annex. An annex is a secret extension of a building. Back in Chicago, I live in a studio apartment that says storage room on the door. It's like we have a lot in common. Me and Anne Frank, right? We also both had journals at the age of 13. Right? So, if you guys are down to play a little game, I'll give you a quote, and I would like you to guess who the author was. You guys down? Cool. Okay, first quote is, look at how a single candle can both defy and define the darkness. Oh, wow, unanimous. All right, softball. All right. Good job, that was Anne Frank. Next quote. It's Niall Horan's B-Day today. Writing Nialer on my wrist. Who do you guys think that was? Natalie Whalen? Okay, yeah, wow. So fun. That one was me. That was me. Okay, final quote. That was Helen Keller. If you guys don't know, I have a who looks just like me, and Frank, and now I'm yelling all our girls, all our historical women. Okay, I have a sister that looks just like me, and she's 4 years older than me. So when we get mixed up, sometimes it's hurtful. It's hurtful. She's older than me. And I got mixed up recently with her when I was coming out of church. I grew up Catholic. Any Catholics in here? Awesome. Yes. It's the response you want. So yeah, God's checking me when I got mixed up with my sister because she goes to mass more than me. That's what that says. And I grew up Catholic, and it makes you like, I like to think of my ancestors watch over me, right? Like my ancestors, God, all that jazz. So when I think about touching myself, I'm like, damn, who should I make this one out to? The nuns in Catholic grade school, they told us that if we did touch ourselves, it would ruin our vision. Negative 2.5, just throwing that out there. Make you go blind, right? And so just to be safe, I want to preserve the vision I have left. So I use a carrot. That vitamin A, baby. Come on. My favorite comedian of all time is my grade school priest. Father Brito, clown. He's a funny guy. He's such a funny guy. I love him. During the homily, which is the part of the mass where the priest can just do bits and do a little stand-up comedy, he would always make marriage jokes, husband and wife stuff, as if he's got any knowledge on the subject. I think he had a ghostwriter. A holy ghostwriter, if you will. It's a shame he got traded. Love him. So my priest would make all these marriage jokes about the dynamics between a husband and a wife, and then he would always end it with, bitches, am I right? We had some pretty strict uniforms in Catholic grade school. Like the girls, we had to wear collared shirts, plaid skirts, and knee-high socks. And the boys had to be circumcised. Yeah, they checked every Tuesday. First time I did that joke, I mixed up the word circumcised with castrated. Whoopsies! My bad. That's unrealistic, because if all the boys were castrated, they wouldn't be let into Catholic grade school. What would the clergy do with them? Not my Father Brito, okay? I love him. It's good. I am anti-circumcision, though. Like, if you want to get to know me a little bit, get to know me. I just like, why would you want to get rid of a built-in condom? Starting to think somebody might have lied to me. The real reason I'm anti-circumcision is I feel like a circumcised man would want to circumcise his son. Men in the room, can you raise your hand if you're circumcised? California is uncut. So no, everybody's uncircumcised here? Maybe, sir. Do you have a son?
Yeah.
You do have a son. Is he stepped?
No.
No. Okay. Can you tell me why?
It's an important part of your anatomy.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Okay, yes. I just never got my ears pierced as a young girl. So I think that boys should have a choice as well. You know, if my son wants to be circumcised, he can do it when he turns 13 at Claire's.